No.
Okay, so.
Okay, well, the pussy looks like it's mad at me.
It's yelling at me right now. And we're live.
What causes that like dark, shitty discoloration on the entire, like, just asshole region?
Yeah.
No, what causes it? What is that?
Oh,
Like
I don't
friction,
know.
like is a fire almost starting with every step?
No, I'm
doesn't
familiar with that discoloration before I even click, and I don't know what causes it, but it's like their ass crack is permanently stained a bit brown. Is that what you're saying? Is that what it is? Because I'm not clicking.
No, you got to click the second one down. It's not as bad as he's acting.
Yeah, you're lying, and I'm going to click it anyway. Oh, yeah, it's sort of a bluish hue around the edges, and you know what I really don't like, and this, you see this not only in enormous people who are going to die any moment. She could be dead. She could literally be dead. But you see that line that goes from the...
Would that make you feel better or worse talking about her, by the way? For me, it's better.
I would like it if she were dead, but that's not going to make me feel either way about talking about her. It's just that I wish that she were dead. But that little line that goes from the bottom of her vagina to her asshole, that little seam, is so pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that at all.
Is that just a morbidly obese thing, or
no? I see that. I see a lot of assholes on Reddit. You know, I'm like you. I don't skip a not safe for work post.
They're the most clicks.
When I see a butthole that's got stuff hanging out of it or something, it's like, and I'm not talking about hemorrhoids. I'm just talking about like extra skin down there. That's a big turnoff for me. I want everything to be clean cut down there.
Needs a precision little balloon knot thing going on there.
I don't have anything hanging off me. Okay, that shouldn't be. All right, everything's where it should be, and I'm looking for the same out of you.
What? So if it's a very, very cute girl, nice vagina, nice ass, nice little body, but she's got a pronounced anal, a taint seam,
we're done,
as they call it in the medical community.
Done here.
You're done.
Done here.
How much is too much? Just a little seam? Would you just fuck her in the dark instead? What angle are you looking at that you're going to be paying that much attention to?
What if I'm eating her pussy? Whatever. I'm gonna be looking at that vagina from all kinds of angles all the fucking time. All right. I can't be like I don't want to be like have this thing this like look of chagrin on my face every time I go down on you.
But think
I need a pretty pussy.
Riddle me this. As your filthy nose, Kyle does not like flip floppy vaginas or roast. He doesn't like
large
the Arby's style.
Labia.
He doesn't like large labia. He likes
Not
the little, folded in innies.
Innies. Yes.
What if this girl has just got your ideal vagina? Just you see it and you're like, magnifique. I love this. This is the best vagina. A slightly pronounced anal seam.
It's just as much of a problem to me.
Can we get a picture of this? Isn't on this enormously large woman that's like?
No. He's talking about normal size.
I understand. I'm kind of curious. It's like maybe I don't know if this is what you task Chiz with. Can we find a shot of a relatively attractive girl with this scene that you're talking about? But I'm not sure I can visualize.
Can you give us a couple anal seams of hot girls?
I don't even know what the Google search term would be. Maybe you just do that. I don't know.
Gross buttholes. I don't know. I'm looking right now. I don't know. Getting a lot of good ones. This is maybe my.
I'm not nearly as picky about that region as Kyle is. For me to be turned off by it, it's got to be out of control. It would have. And even then, if she's got a meaty pussy, who really cares?
Have you ever thought objectively how ridiculous the penis looks? Just as an org, just aesthetically how ridiculous penis.
It looks very silly.
Yeah, at some level I'm there. It's this is. I appreciate an attractive woman who takes care of herself. That's important to me. I guess this minutia of needs to look like XYZ is feels a little ridiculous to me. I'm a dude. I have a penis. The penis is a ridiculous organ.
It is, but imagine, turn the tables a bit. Imagine your filthy robot, the female version, and you meet a guy, and he's, things are going well. You're gonna let him in, so to speak, and you realize he's got a gnarled up, shitty little dick that's got a lump on it or something, and when it gets hard, it looks like one of those trees have in the mangroves. It's just a root, just twists in different directions. It's not a good looking dick. You're not going to give him the benefit of the doubt of this is a penis. Penises are odd. You're going to go, no, thank you.
Do you remember the first time you saw a labia?
Yeah,
Not
I didn't like
first
it.
time,
I
no.
was at my
How old were you? Were you like prepubescent? You know? Like,
no, I was probably like 12, 13 or something like that. I saw it in a porno, like a magazine. My cousin had stolen his dad's magazine, and he had like a stash of them. And I remember being like, "What is that? What's going on there? Why does it look like there's like butterfly wings in this lady's pussy? Is that what they all look like?" Because that's not what I pictured. I pictured just a slit that I stuck my dick in, and this is not what I like. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. I won't stand for it. And look, ladies, if I had some I joke around about non-circumcised penises. Some of them look fine or whatever, but we all have to agree that some of those uncircumcised penises, when it's like an ant eater and there's this like shriveled up like.
I'm uncircumcised.
Yeah. Okay. I bet yours is beautiful. I bet you were one of the
amazing.
good ones.
I was a fan.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely penis. Probably tastes good too.
Woody took it like a
cotton
champ.
candy.
No complaints whatsoever.
A little resistance at first.
yeah. I'm not going to
just
say it
powered
was
through that.
easy, but, after a while,
But by
it got
the end,
better.
you made the one pushing back. Am I right?
You made it feel easy.
Power bottom. No, if I had an unattractive penis due to, sometimes the foreskin doesn't go back. Sometimes it's weird and like really long. Sometimes it looks like as Borat said, a wizard's sleeve, right? Right? I would get an adult circumcision. I would go in and get it fucking circumcised. I get surgery on my dick to make it more attractive. And I hold women to that same standard. If you have an ugly labia, you should be getting it surgically fixed.
No, what the fuck is an ugly labia? The labia is ridiculous as the fucking penis. These are human sex organs. Like, this is...
But there are ugly penises the same way there are ugly labia.
This is ridiculous. How much time do you... Like,
wait,
Filthy.
I feel like you're defending the ugly out of kindness, and that you do secretly in the bottom of your heart know that some vaginas and penises are better looking than others.
I'm certainly attracted to some vaginas more than other vaginas. But, like, to say that that is, like, an objectively good looking or not good looking seems ludicrous in this scenario. Like, it's not like the same as like, that girl's got great abs because she's been working her ass off. It's not like a human health thing. Like, a lot of times, like, attractiveness is like that step for the evolutionary, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, replacement for health, right?
Mm-hmm,
like the symmetric faces, like the hair with the sheen in it, this type of stuff. These are markers of health. And this is part of how the attractiveness is done. Like,
So you gauge this differently. You see this as, this isn't an indicator of health, so it's being silly. Whereas if it was like a female dwarf with spina bifida or something, you'd be like, well, yeah, clearly that those are indicators of health.
So when I get to like, why is this hardwired attractive or not? Like, part of the indicators of health make a lot of sense to me when I'm like, but when we're talking about something that is there's so much variability between people in this, and these are all healthy variability, and it looks weird or different or not attractive to me, doesn't mean that like this is like the girl needs to go get surgery. And I know Kyle is clearly hyperbole, but like on some level,
I'll pay for it.
That just seems like such a ridiculous statement to me. Like,
no, like I sent you two pictures here. Now, obviously, I was doing this quickly, but the top picture
already hedging.
All right, the top picture, I'm not down with that. That is a turnoff. That's a turnoff. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have sex with this individual, but I couldn't date this individual. I couldn't have
because of the labia.
Because of the
labia.
Really,
that one.
No, I cannot disagree more.
Not
There's nothing at all wrong with that top vagina you linked.
Okay,
nothing at all.
Yep.
Look, we're talking about me right now. You keep your opinions to yourself. This bottom vagina, that's a top tier pussy right there. That is perfect. That is perfect. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want.
I suspect I'm the norm in this, in that I do prefer the bottom to the top. But in terms of like what matters about a woman to me, this is the 100th most important
This is
thing.
like top 3.
I care more about her cooking than her labia.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like I said, it's got to be out of control for it to matter. And that top one is fine. I wouldn't even notice. I wouldn't notice at all.
This was one of the top posts on Labia Gone Wild, by the way. The one that Taylor wouldn't even notice was a little out of hand.
You would notice, there's
That-
a
she looks
slightly
hot to me.
large labia, but it wouldn't be like, ugh. It'd be like, just different flavor of the week.
Oh, it's all brown on the bottom.
Girl looks
Is
hot to me.
Brown on the bottom. I need to re-click.
Me too. It is.
Oh, who cares?
Oh, now it's who cares.
Yeah, that's what it's been the whole time.
The thing,
just
yeah,
saying,
that's a fair.
Ah, it's a little brown.
All right,
no
she has a big
problem.
lady. I even suspect it might be Photoshop.
Straw man.
But what I noticed really is that the rest of her seems very fit.
Yeah, she's
Right? She looks like an attractive girl.
Yeah.
That seems terrible.
now here is an unacceptable pussy and asshole.
Okay.
Either one would just sign you right out. No.
Okay, so
Okay,
What
well,
a-
the pussy
what a-
looks like it's mad at me.
It's yelling at me right now.
I'd
And the asshole
eventually rotate that.
looks like the gate of Helm's Deep before the last blast through of that battering ram. It's weakened and they're standing there afraid with spears, but they know it's not going to hold.
It looks like a big rock hit your windshield. It
It looks like the corner
really
of an old like
does.
Vietnam vet's elbow,
Oh.
or someone who does yard work.
it looks like you guys don't watch Preacher, but there's a guy who in Preacher there's a guy who committed suicide by putting a shotgun in his mouth, and now he's in hell. But in hell he resides as an asshole-mouthed individual. Actually, before he ended up in hell, his mouth looks like a gaping asshole all the time, like puckered inward.
To me,
because
it makes Preacher hard to watch.
and he spits a lot.
Yeah, and he's got a butt face. Is he called butt face? Maybe.
It's like asshole face or ass.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Face? Yeah.
That show gets better as you watch it if you give it more of a chance. Like I'm in season 3 now, and I'll make this quick. We're not going to talk about the show, but I'm in season 3 now, and so far Jesus Christ, God Almighty, and Satan are all characters, and I like how each one of them is portrayed. It's hilarious. Satan is a scary motherfucker.